Hey, true believers, it's Englentine here, and Ron Marz has declared war on diversity in comics. And this is not something new. He's actually been after him for a bit. I've tried to get him to debate, but what he does is he'll take something out of context, start a new thread so he could insult. Now, granted, he's never actually talked about what people believe in, and if you tell him, he's very quick to make assumptions of what you really mean and then throw that out there instead of actually finding out what we really mean. If you don't like a comic that stars a woman, it's because it's a woman, not because there's bad writing. If the comic is written by a woman, it's amazing how sexist and racist he is, because he does not believe that a woman could be relatable as anything other than a woman, or a black person could be related to by anything other than the fact that they're black. Of course, I guess at this point, because these are the only two tweets I've got right now, and I really wanted to make this video, that's kind of conjecture on my part because I don't have the backing up tweets. And a lot of times, if I engaged in him, and I've engaged him in debate many, many times, only for him to, like I said, just copy the tweet and go on and try something else. He's never actually talked to anybody. He talks at people. And in this case, he's going for diversity in comics. Now, if you notice the bottom tweet, he mentions that somebody had already been kicked out. You know, of course, he's talking about Captain Cummings. And I am pretty damn sure that after that, it's going to be the rest of us, one by one, which I don't understand because they're blocking us left and right. It's not like we could get in there for any kind of news. That's why I've been telling people, whenever you're debating, and don't even debate the creators directly, retweet what they say. Talk to them, make a video about it. That was something Doug Ernst said, and I do believe that is true. If you are a YouTube creator, just go about doing your videos. Let them speak to the people they know, take their tweets, and make a video about it. Comicsgate seems to be upon us, and every face and name you've seen so far and the ones you're going to are on the side of the angels, if you ask me. We're the ones that, yeah, sure, we're against the identity politics in comic books, but we're not against what they say we are, and it's horrible that they turned it around and said that. It's horrible that they think that you can only relate to somebody according to sex or race. That is, to me, is counter to what they say they're for. So check out anybody on this list. Everybody, even if we're talking about the same thing, we all have our own perspectives. And we're not, as they say, minions of each other. Everyone is definitely worth checking out here. This is kind of a rant, because that really ticked me off, that somebody I used to like, somebody whose comics I would search out, won't take the time to debate, won't take the time to hear a difference of opinion. And if they do hear that difference of opinion, they're just going to brush it off as sexism or racism. It's amazing to me that minds have closed off this much. Marvel writers and just even right up to the top, they just seem to want to make comic books for a specific type of person. By that, I mean they literally would prefer us to go right the hell away. Forget about the fact that some of us have been reading the comic books for decades. I claimed in one of the live streams on Nightwolf Plays station that they seem to be exchanging the birds in the hand for the birds in the bush. And that just seems to be the way. They don't care anymore. So I'm beginning to think we shouldn't either. But that's just my opinion. What do you think of this whole debacle? I'm amazed that this kind of drama has begun in the comic book industry, but I actually predicted this. I said if the SJW would come in, they would bring their hate. And in my videos, I pleaded with them, please do not bring your hate, because this has always been a very accepting culture. It really has. And it's never been as segregated as they think about it. And excuse me, as I said once before, Ron Marz, you've been in the business forever and a day, so why did you keep it separated? Why did you keep it segregated? I mean, that's just one thing that they'd keep on overlooking. Anyway, this video was completely made off the cuff. I'm a little bit peeved at the whole thing. I really am ticked off that it does seem like these comic book wars have begun. I know they fired a few shots with some articles, but here we go. But anyway, like I said, what do you think about this whole mess? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you like this video, you want to see more, click like, share, subscribe to see more. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. Also, if you don't mind, please head on over to Patreon or to VidMe. Drop $1 in the till and help us to keep this stuff up so we keep making videos. I'd like to thank everybody who's already done that, everybody who will do that, and to everyone, to all the true believers. Thank you very much for watching.
Warriors, come out to play. Warriors, come out to play.